Okay, so today in storytelling time, I'm going to tell you about how I got the nickname Gilligan from my family. It probably started when I was 10, mid March. I grew up on a lake, so you can kind of imagine how March, April, May can be in Michigan. Weather's changing like crazy. I took the rowboat and was trying to move it from one dock to another, which doesn't seem like a big challenge, but in high winds, it's kind of a big deal because you have this boat that's like this high out of the water and basically like a massive sail. This little 10-year-old that probably weighs 70, well, probably not 70 pounds, but I was a fat kid, so who knows. Um, Moral of the story is I got blown across the lake. And at the time, I didn't know that going like this meant that I needed help. So I could see my family across shore going like this, like, hey, are you okay? And I'm over here like, they're waving goodbye. So here's the top of the boat, and it's a rowboat. Here I am, I'm like, bye, I guess I'll just go die. And as a little kid, you thought that was really traumatic. And then about half an hour later, my grandfather came traipsing actually is the word I want to use, through the swamp in his little swampers. He got in the boat with me, we rowed it back. And he even said, he goes, that was a big challenge to try and get that boat back across the lake because that lake was, or actually still is, because they still live there, pretty big. And the wind was blowing right in where we were at, which is how I got pushed over there so fast. So that's half the reason. The other half is because in April the same year, I'm pretty sure, because I apparently did not learn my lesson the first time. I had a sailboat. Actually, no, I would have been 13, so a couple years later. But I had a sailboat, was sailing with it nice and good. It was April, kind of windy. Wasn't wearing a life jacket, so good job, family. Way to be, safety first. I did a maneuver to try and turn it and sail back. The boat was kind of like, here's the water, here's the boat. It's like this. Moral of the story is I flipped the boat. And so you have this massive sail that's probably 10 feet high that's in the water underneath. You have the keel or whatever it's called that you stick underneath that almost slid under, and that would have really screwed me. It fortunately didn't hit my head, which was good. And I had to re-upright the boat, which again, being a fat kid, was kind of easy because I just used all my weight. But as soon as I got it back upright, it started to go again. So I got drugged by the boat a little bit. But once I got back in, dropped the sail, that hit me in the head. That wasn't fun. And then I paddled all the way back to shore with it, and I was like, we're done. No more. And to this day, that's why I'm called Gilligan, and people don't let me drive their boats anymore.